here's our next big project, is getting him the canter softly. He's gonna probably try to pull me around a little bit. That's okay. That's how we started at the walk. That's how we started at the trot. You can see how soft we've got him. Get all the slack in his throat. So you see it starts, he's in a straight line. He's kind of taken off from me. But that's where it starts. As soon as I got that canter, I gave up. You know, I said, good job. I don't need her going off and doing her own thing when the kids are wanting to ride her. So I have to have that consistency. And then I have to teach that to the kids to be fair to her. You know, it's just not fair for me to hop on and tune her up and then put a kid on her and then they let her get away with everything. That's just inconsistent every day. All right. You see how soft that was? Just a hand up, she was ready to go. So for her, we're gonna spend more time slowing down, right? The first time I asked her to go, it was easy. So for her, when I work with her, I'm gonna look for slowing her down and just being with me and not rushing on ahead. Buck Brannaman talks about having a rectangle around her horse. And if you imagine a rectangle around her, she's gonna be bumping at the front of that rectangle, you know? A young horse, they're gonna wander all over. They're gonna be bumping at the sides, you know? Prince, he's a slow horse. He's going to be bumping at the back of that rectangle, right? Sunny here, she's ready to burst out the front of that. And eventually, she'll figure it out. Maybe not today, but pretty soon she'll get sick of leaning on that. Even now, I have a little bit of slack. The problem is when I get some... You can see it has pretty relaxed reins here. But if I pick up on it, I want it to mean something, you know. Shorty that came, I took him through the bit. Well, it was a little too tight, so there was constant contact. And he just kind of learned to ignore it. Well, I loosened it up a couple notches. He's actually a pretty soft horse. But you know, if I'm sitting on her face here, she's just going to learn to ignore it, you know. So when I don't want something, I'm going to let her have her face. Now if she wanders, I'm going to just ask her to go back. I'm starting to use my legs with her a little bit too, to push her around. She doesn't seem to mind that. She actually seems to be picking up on that pretty quick. But if you want to get to some bridleless riding or something, you're going to not have these reins to do that, so you better have some way of telling them where to go. They got to start when they were a baby, when they came out of their mom and they met a person. But either way, they'll figure it out if they are given enough time. Nice English stop there. We don't have our slide down yet, do we, Bart? Or our back. But there are still things we could work on, right? A couple of rides, and I'm sure Bartley would be his nose starting to back up for me. You know, there's always something we can work on with our broke horses. And that's why I know people will tell me, well, they're sick of riding in the arena. It's boring. Well, I've never had that problem because there's always something with my horse that I can go and work on. You know, whether it's getting my stops a little better or start to play around with some lead changes, or, you know, maybe I want to take this off and put it around and see how I do about start on a neck rein and then eventually maybe ride bridleless, you know, or get better. I mean, there's just always something. Even if you've gotten a horse that you can just pull out and enjoy. there's just more to learn. And so that's, I think, what keeps me